as usual. Ah, but what about now? Yes! Haha! Hello, welcome, good evening. We are back again with the Sunday Scaries, and this week, because Hanapengu is not going to be available, I'm doing something a little different that I've been wanting to do for a while, which is I'm going to examine and totally spoil a bunch of the secrets for a collection of games called UFO 50 that I've been playing a bunch lately. You should be seeing this on the screen now. Hang on. Hey, there it comes. All right. So we're going to talk a little bit about what this game is before we dive into it. UFO 50 is a collection of 50 games that are in narrative, as you can see here, presented by the UFO 50 recovery team. The notion is these games are from the fictitious LX3 console that was released in the 1980s, and as part of a set of developers who kind of worked on it from the 1982 through 1989 or so, and many things happened with the team, some of which is revealed through content within the games and content kind of peripheral to the games, as we're going to explore in a moment. But in addition to all of the meta-narrative that's going on, this is also 50 different retro-styled, newly designed games by the team, by developers who created games like Spelunky and Downwell, and I think Ridiculous Fishing, and maybe a few others. So they're all great games in their own right, and also there's this very interesting story going on behind the scenes, and that's what we're going to explore a little bit of today, or at least attempt to. You can see there's the LX console with its slogan, "Play Forever." More on that later. Oh, hi, Leah. If you didn't catch any of that, let me know. I can go over all of it again. Okay, so once again, opening up now the opening screen of UFO 50, we're seeing their very cute mascot characters of Pilot and Isabel. And let's see here. So yeah, as you can see, I've already logged almost 48 hours playing these games. I have beaten 10 of them, and I've beaten 8 of them, and 2 of them I have 100%ed. So, and now what we see here is the collection of games. You can see I've played a bunch of them, more than I've beaten, because some of them are really hard. They're Nintendo hard. So they're arranged in universe chronological order, starting with Barbuda, which was, well, actually, this is kind of an interesting thing. You can see they give you little info tabs about each game. So you can see in universe, this one was created in August of 1982, the game that started it all, developed secretly on company time. It almost got Thorsten Petter fired. And then I think around, where was it? I don't think it was Bell Rays. I think it was Campanella. Yeah, so this is the game that inspired the rebranding of the company from LX Systems to UFO Soft, but it was before they actually got bought out and became UFO Systems. I think that was with a game called Porgy. Let me see here. Yes, the first title released under the new UFO Soft brand. We'll get into more about that in a minute. But there's great work done. There's a YouTuber, I have to very quickly check and see their name so I can give them proper credit for this, but they uncovered all of the secrets that I'm about to go through now, so they did all of the hard work so that I didn't have to. Just a moment. I'm going to get their name real fast. Let's see here. Wow, I've looked up a lot of YouTube videos about these games. Huh. Okay, so the YouTuber's name is Fury Forged, and they did a wonderful, hour-long video summing up all of the different secrets that we're about to go into in a minute, explaining how the narrative of these games and kind of the themes that run through all of them, and the secret 51st and 50. Well, there's way more than 50 games in this collection, but we'll get into that in a minute. But there are secret games within these games that will tell you more about what was going on with the developers. But if we're doing it in order, we would need to find a game called Night Manor. Let me see here. Hang on. Here we go. Nightmare. Okay. Trapped in a nightmare where you must use your wits to escape and survive and escape. But most importantly, in the info blurb for this game, it tells us it was made in September of 1988. It's our only game to require a warning text, and the first game designed by longtime designer Greg Milk. Now, they don't just say Greg Milk, it's GREG-MILK. And what we learn is there's a terminal. You can see it's a bunch of garbled text on the right-hand side. It doesn't mean anything at first, but if we type in Greg Milk, we get a message. And this message has an array of 50 numbers in it, 49 zeros and a single 1, and a logo above it that looks vaguely like an arched eyebrow or just an up arrow or perhaps something else that we'll get into later. But it indicates that the 41, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 45th game of 50 in this, or the 45th entry in this array of 50 is the one that has a 1 on it. So, where else do we see an array of 5 rows and 10 columns? Right here at the title screen. So, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. This puts us at a game called Mini and Max, which I have not yet played, but I know where the secret is, so let's find out about it. You can stay in the storage room tonight. But why? There's nothing to do in here. Because Mom isn't here and I'm in charge. That's why. Here. You can hang out with Max. It's not fair. Huh? 2 hours later. It feels like we've been locked in here forever. I'm so bored.
I have an idea.
Will it get us out of here?
Maybe. This room is so small. We should try shrinking.
But I don't know how to shrink.
Neither do I. Maybe if we just crouch down and think small thoughts.
That'll never work.
Watch me try.
My goodness. Okay. So let's see here. If we crouch down and just hold down. Hey! There you are. I can't believe shrinking actually worked.
Isn't it great? There's so much more room to run around. If you want to find me later, meet me back on this roof.
Alright, so now, let's go back up and find, let's see here. If we shrink down immediately to the left of the red train, okay, I can't grab that one, but I can get up here. Haha! Alright. Hang on. Let me see if I wrote this down correctly. Hang on. In the area to the left of the red train. Oh, it might be this area. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. Now you'll see what we have here is that same little character that we saw before on the other screen. So if we open the terminal here, we should get a message. And we do. Infi UFO, it says. 50 games for you to search through. What a hunt I have for you. I offer up this starting clue. Turn your skin a shade of blue. Okay. So if we go back to the library, there is a game that will let you change into your skin into a shade of blue. And it is this game. Hang on. Wah! which is just called Camouflage. Let's see the details on it. Based on an unpublished adventure book written by Smolsky's mother. Alright. Camouflage. And this is going somewhere. We only have a couple of these to get through before we get to the actual, like, interesting part, so bear with me for a moment. For now, it's just a fun Easter egg hunt, but it will get darker. In the beginning, Lizard lived in peace and safety. One day, sun and rain appeared before the lizard with a message. Child, the easy life has made you weak. Without challenge, you cannot survive, or you cannot evolve. From now on, you will face fearsome predators like frog, gator, and bird. The visuals are cute, you're right. But because we also wish to see you succeed, we give you the power of camouflage. Okay, I have now turned blue. And this thing cannot see me. So now, if we go here and open the terminal, we've now turned our skin a shade of blue. And what we see is, aha, a code. And it says, loud enough to wake the neighborhood cat. And here we would need to find a game where you can be loud enough to wake the neighborhood cat. And it just so happens there is such a game, and it's called Party House. Many of the game's partygoers are based on our friends and family. Very cute. Party House is a puzzle game where you have to figure out which and whom to and how many to invite to a house party. Again, great visuals. Alright, we'll do the first one, Alien Invitation. Get this party started. Alright, hang on. Rich pal, +1 cash. Alright. We open the door, and inside we get +1 trouble and +2 pop, a wild buddy. Alright, I have to figure out how to do stuff in this, but we'll find out. An old friend, +1 popularity. And this party's getting out of hand. And if you look, the cat on the roof is getting agitated. So if we go to the terminal, we've now woken the cat. And at the bottom of this one, it says, an adventure begins when a sandwich is stolen. This is the first clue I figured out on my own in this game, actually. Because I had played the one for this already, which is a game called Ninpeck. Which is basically Super Mario Brothers with ninjas. And it is fun. And now the sandwich has been stolen. To kick off the game's events, we go to the terminal. And in here, we have third stinger waits in the hangar. I will quickly show the rest of this intro while we're here, though, because it is kind of fun. Whoops. Yeah, so this game pretty much continues like this for its whole run. Not terribly exciting, but I will get that sandwich just cause. Alright, now back to the library. Okay, so now we know third stinger waits in the hangar. There's this game. Let me find it here. Star Waspir. Space bugs. Space and bugs are both big themes in a lot of these games. And we'll find out why later. Star Waspir. It was on a remote planet that we found the blue flower. We soon discovered that it could grant us eternal life. We built cities around it. But then they came. The swarm. They must have attacked us for the flower. Our armies were destroyed. We called upon an elite force, the Star Wasps. Alright. So, third stinger waits in the hangar. We are now selected to the third character in Star Wasper in the hangar bay. Let's go to the terminal. And what do we get? A column of 3 need never flee. So we need to find a game where forward motion and columns of 3 are very important. This is another game that we're about to go into for the first time. It's actually the next game on the list that I haven't played yet. Let's dust it off. This is A Tactics. Campaign mode level 1. And you can see there, grunts in columns of 3 take no melee damage. Oh, hang on. Aha, wait, oh, shoot, I think we don't quite have a column of 3 yet. Yeah, not yet. We're gonna get there, though. Hey, there we go. Now we have a column of 3. Okay. That, I mean, like, I'm already overwhelmed by that one. That's going to be a challenge for me to actually play and win. But for now, the most important part, a purple moon shines on a lonely knight. Now this is one I've already beaten. Barbuda is in fact a lonely knight. I can't trigger the thing without it icing me, so I'm going to go to the left. This is a very fun little sort of proto-Metroid type game. Challenging in its limitations. And again, it deals with a lot of themes that we're going to get into. Alien invasions, eggs, insectoid creatures, things like that. But for now, we go to the terminal. As we can see here, directly above my character is in fact a purple moon. So, and my character is in fact a lonely knight. Terminal says exec-mias. EXEC-MIAS. This is the first time we haven't gotten a hint. This is just a straight up code. Code accepted. And what happens? We're in a new secret game, and here's where things start to get interesting. We got a little dude in a basement. Let's investigate the basement. All you find in this box are some old tax forms from 1983. A pile of stray papers, seemingly tossed aside. There's nothing here. Even though there's... Oh, here we go. Inside the box is an old board game. You pull it out to get a closer look. A game called Space Trotter. The cover shows a spaceman riding on a green alien. You see a ton of little pieces, but no rule book. Your reflection in the dirty water is strange and distorted. The metal door won't budge. Something about it fills you with foreboding. This is the clue that I might not be able to do tonight, but what's behind that metal door is its own thing. The movers put extra tape on this box. It's going to take more tries to open. We'll come back to that in a second. The shelf is empty except for a scrub brush and a bottle of hydrogen peroxide. That may be important later. What was someone cleaning? And why do they need peroxide to clean it? Cabinet is full of files from before the big move. You find an old issue of the LX Star. The newsletter is dated October 1985. You recognize yourself smiling in a badly photocopied group photo, which we saw in the opening credits. You scan the back page and see a level design contest and some strategy tips for Golf Aria. You try to read more, but the newsletter disintegrates in your hands. At the bottom of the box are a few ancient design documents, but nothing else of interest. What's in this door? This door is locked from the other side. Okay. After some effort, you remove the last piece of tape. We'll go over and open it up again in a second. You rummage around inside this box and find an old prototype disc for a game called Color Racer. There's a bunch of other old discs in here, but no one thought to label them clearly. Alright, so let's open this up. You open the box, and 2 people leap out. I guess this guy's a pirate.
Ye thought I left years ago, didn't ye? But I've been here all along, just waiting for you to let me out. I used to have plans to take back the company, but after being in that box for so long, I've lost all interest. I'm not going to be much more help, I'm afraid. You're gonna have to fix things yourself. Now, did I ever tell you the story of what LX actually stands for? It's leading example.
I didn't know that. Oh, wait, what did it say? Luxury exchange? Did it say a bunch of different ones? Logical execution. Okay. So this is it's just messing with you. I like this.
It's actually lackluster entrepreneurs.
Ooh, dig. I love it. Yeah, luxury experience. Logical execution. Leading example. Okay, we're back around. Right, I overheard some terrible things while I was in that box. I think my uncle slept through most of it. This place gives me the creeps, right? I'm gonna leave as soon as possible. Maybe you should too. Okay, so what we know now is that the people down here overheard terrible things. There is a box, there was peroxide and a scrub brush in this corner. There's a door that fills us with foreboding. There's a lot going on in this basement. But we did get that Color Racer disc. So, let's see here. A paper flower given out as a wedding favor. The printing on the base says, Caris in Shandon, 1982. Okay. It's an original LX1. You press the power button, but it doesn't start up. Of note. Oh, hey, wait. They're on the little pirate ship now. Ha! You can barely make out a figure waving at you from on board a tiny pirate ship. They're getting out of here, all right. But in addition to the other things of note, we have here a puddle of stagnant water and electrical appliances not working. This may become important later. Piece of cake with the number 5 written on it in frosting. It looks several days old. 5th anniversary, perhaps? The thought crosses your mind, but the cake looks too old even for you. Continuing to stare at the cake, you notice a toothpick resting on the edge of the plate. Taking video games are not to be trusted. You are right, Leah. The couch has a comforting smell that reminds you of the old office. I believe you could see that couch in the intro as well. Anyway, you open the breaker box. One of the breakers is tripped. You reset it. Why would one of the breakers be tripped? Could it have anything to do with that water problem? You press the power button and the LX1 boots up. You insert the disc and enter Exacicalo into the terminal. Now I have to beat Color Racer. Let's see if I can do it. Oops. Okay, can't go that way first. Ah, nope, can't go that way. Phooey. But I'm learning. Oops. Shoot. Okay, so there is a timer in this one, so I have to be cognizant of that. Ugh. Ah, phooey. What? Shoot. This may take a minute, folks. Bear with me. Oh, that's interesting. I think the boost arrows are cumulative in this. That's pretty cool. Oh, no, it got me. Dang it. Ah, no. No! Thought I could wait him out. I couldn't wait him out. Ah! No! No! There's already a game like this in the collection called Paint Chase that I was also bad at, but I wasn't this bad at it. This is really embarrassing. But here we are, you know. No! Damn it. That gets me to over here. No, I was so close. Okay. No! Hello, cats. I can see in my periphery that a cat has come through, but I cannot see which one. Ah, no! It was Mona. Okay. Not the most efficient path by any stretch, but we did it. Hooray! Beat the game. All right. So, main UFO. In the presence of seabird royalty is the clue on this one. Okay. So that's as far as we got. All right. So in the presence of seabird royalty, there is a game in this that has a royal seabird, and that game is called Waldorf's Journey. I didn't realize the extent to which this was like Angry Birds. Oh no! Okay, that didn't work so great. Alright. Oh, that's cute. So instead of dying, you just wake up. That's very funny. Alright, let's see here. Yeet! Ooh, that was cool. Ah! Couldn't quite get it. Alright, but we gotta find Princess Penguin, who is around here sometimes. Oh no, too far! This is tricky. I was not good at Angry Birds. Oh no, too far! Oh, there we go. There's Princess Penguin. We just gotta get up there. I don't think I can do it by going directly up, but I'm going to try anyway. No! I was so close! And thus we keep at it. Hey, there we go. Right there. No, I was so... Ah! Couldn't quite get it. That's frustrating. Princess Penguin was right there. Oh, that was cool. Oh no, the wind! Oh! I have aftertouch. I can float a little bit. And there was Princess Penguin. Who knew walruses could float? Oh, perfect. Landed right here. How do I talk to... How do I talk? No, how do I talk to Princess Penguin? There we go. Welcome to Princess Penguin's Provisions. There we go. Now we got it. A tank travels on teeth. Sounds spooky. But we have a tank game here. So let's check out Warp Tank. Destination Crust Sector, Level 1. Alright, now I have to figure out how to get over there. Yeah, the music is jaunty for this one. You're right. I kind of enjoy it. It has that very 1980s licensed Capcom game vibe to it. I could see this being in either the Rescue Rangers game or the DuckTales game. Let's see here. How do we get over to there, though? Oh, I know. Haha. That's gonna be important, I bet. Oh, right, because I can do this. Haha! And this is how it teaches you the game mechanics. Pretty clever, actually. Alright, we are a tank. We are traveling, and right now we are on a set of teeth. So let's see what happens now. Overtime kicks the referee into action. We have a soccer game. It's called Kick Club. But it isn't really a soccer game. It's a puzzle action game with soccer elements. Oh no! I believe all we have to do is... Oh no! I was trying to run out of time, but I failed. That's alright, we'll do it in this level. Oh no! Okay, maybe not. Owned. Okay, let's reset that one and try again, and this time I'll do it correctly. Oh, shoot. Dislike. Here we go. Just me and that one now. Hi, Mona. Whoop. Oh, what happened there? That was weird. Did I get hit and I just didn't see? Alright, timeout, overtime, and there's the ref in action. And according to the terminal, the bridge demon will send you to the spirit world. So we need a game with a bridge demon and spirit worlds. That's a game called Rakshasa. Oh, I haven't been doing the, blurbs for these. Let's go back and check the blurbs on the ones that I missed. So, I have not done one for a while. Waldorf's Journey said, this game's protagonist was based on a stuffed walrus won at the Frankie's Family Fun Center. The one for Warp Tank said, born out of a dream Thorson Petter had while napping on the company's orange couch. Hey, we saw that orange couch. It featured prominently in the other game. Camouflage said, oh, we did that one already. Okay. The other ones were Barbuda, the game that started it all. Oh, yeah, we did that one already. Okay. Oh, I don't think we did a Tactics. Released in June of '84, the release was delayed because our team spent too long challenging each other to battle. That's how you know it's a good game. Alright, Kick Club says, a versus mode was started but not finished before the game's release date. Okay. So that's those ones. I don't know if I did Star Wasper. Oh, the blue flower in the intro was inspired by a painting hanging in our office bathroom. We may or may not see more of that later. Alright, so now with all of those done, we're up to Rakshasa. A Rakshasa sequel is planned, which the player will be able to reincarnate as various animals. That's kind of neat. Alright, so this is their like super difficult action platformer game. Let's see here. A quiet night in Zero Valley, much like any other. And suddenly we're back in our body. Woohoo! Oh, we got a power of some sort. Wow, this really does feel... Oh, shoot. Okay. I assumed it was like Ghosts and Goblins and that you could double jump, but it seems that you cannot. Oh, I get it. It gets harder to survive each time, I bet. Ah. Dislike. Come back here. Whatever, maybe you won't be able to hurt me later. I don't know. Alright, so now we have to die on this bridge. Bonk. Okay, we are in the spirit realm on the bridge. Eyes roll in the skeleton caves. I actually knew this one as well, because it's another one I played. The weirdest game in the whole collection, a game called Mooncat. Conceived as a spiritual sequel to Barbuda, Thorsten Petter spent nearly 2 years perfecting it. This is one I've not only beaten, but 100% cleared. And it's very weird. You play as a weird little leggy creature. And the weirdest thing about it you can't see, which is the controls, which is that it's the control pad to move left and the face buttons to move right. But it doesn't matter whether you hit up, down, left, or right on the control pad, it always moves left. And it doesn't matter which face button you hit, it always moves right. And then you hit them together to jump and to butt slam, like this. Or I guess leg slam. And I do want to call something out for later, which is this capsule down here. We're going to see that asset again later. I don't understand what's going on. It looks weird to me. Good music, though. I have to try and remember which way to get to the skeleton caves. I know they exist. The question is the path I'm on the path that will lead me to them? Time will tell. Oh no! I exploded. Uh-oh. Sounds like people are here. Actually, let's see. We might have a Hanapengu here as well. 1 second.
Are you streaming?
Yes.
Okay. Are you gonna close this?
In a second.
It's great.
Oh, okay.
Just
Just checking.
things in.
Gotcha.
Well, enjoy.
Okay. I need to BRB for a moment, and then I'll be back. Haha, and we're back. Okay. My lovely wife has successfully returned from doing whatever deity killing was going on at her LARP this weekend. So, let's get back to this stuff. Oh right, I'm in Mooncat. That's where I left off. It's the weird one. Whoop, that didn't work. Whoops. Uh-oh. Not a good place to be. There we go. Now we're out of it. That's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. Let's investigate the next area. Whoops. He got me. I kind of like the water levels. They're peaceful in a way. I mean, still dangerous, but they feel more peaceful. See, does this put me out in the caves? No, it doesn't. Dang it. Let's see what's in the next area, though. Oh, that's not right at all. Oh, shoot. I fear I may have gone very far afield with this. Does this bring me to the eyeball caves? Maybe the next one? No, that's not it. Hang on. Hoping it's the next one, but we'll find out. Oh no! Dang it. No! No! Alright. I'm just gonna look up the... I mean, I have these all written down as to what the clues are, so I'm just gonna skip over Mooncat, because it's gonna take me too long to find it. Eyes roll in the skeleton caves. When you do find the caves with the skeletons and the eyeballs, it tells you when words are stated but untranslated is the clue. And I remember that clue. It involves going to planet Zoldath. This one's a fun little space exploration game. A little bit Zelda, a little bit Toe Jam and Earl. And it's notable because there are different types of alien races, and it changes each time as to which ones are friendly and which ones are unfriendly. But the snails are always kind of neither. But what we want to find is the ones who are friendly. And now I have a weapon, so that's nice. Oh, the snail ate the meat. Oh, that might be the translator, actually. No, that's the, like, exploder. I'll find out. Oh, no. Ow. Oh, no, I died. Now I start over. Okay, whole new set of rules. Whole new planet. What we want to do is find the friendly aliens that don't speak our language. Not them. Not them either. Ow. Not them. Might be them. Let's find out. These ones are friendly, but they'll either speak my language or they won't. I miss the taste of Volga's bulbs. They do not thrive in this environment. You come here seeking treasure, but perhaps you should first seek enlightenment. A secret lies 2 plods west and 4 plods south. If small enough, you can pass through the western rocks. Oh no! Shoot, and now I died again! Alright, we'll keep trying. At least this time they put me in a corner. Useful for exploration. Oh, there's the translator. But I can't reach it. Ow! Those aren't friends. Those aren't friends either. But there's a health there at least. Haha! Ah, no. Ah, no. Okay. Try one more time. Maybe I'll find the friendly untranslated creatures pretty quick. It's not them. It's not them either. It's not them either. Might be them. Let's find out. Yep, here we go. Untranslated language on the screen, which means we can now go to the terminal and find the next code, which is hide hole. And that brings us to the next part of the actual game, which is good, because if it wasn't that, then I was going to skip to it anyway. And now we're back in the secret game again. It's just a vacuum. The shelf is full of various cleaning supplies. It's a step stool. It's the rulebook for Space Trotter. This is the one we couldn't find the rulebook for before. Credited to Benedict Chun, I forget what Panchek's first name was, Gregory Smolsky, and someone Zarian. Copyright 1977, Blacklight Press. This is the team that would go on to become LX Systems and later UFO Soft. Inside are 100 or so boxed copies of our newest game titles. You wonder why they're just sitting in there. You unlock the door. Hang on, this is where things get busy, as I recall. Okay. So we got a lot to find here. A framed article from 1983. The headline says, "The trio that want to revolutionize video games." Picture from left to right, Benedict Chun, Thorsten Petter, and Gregory Smolsky. There's a plastic cup in the flower pot that the cleaning crew missed. Just a whiff of the contents is enough to resurrect your headache from last weekend. Oh dear, there was a party. Just a plan. That must have been the 5th anniversary party from the other week. Looks like the break room. According to the calendar, it's Monday, July 24th, 1989. Someone drew a cartoon of you. You tear it down. Lettering on the side of the bowl says Lance. Okay. You take a donut from the box and eat it quickly. You get the impression she slept here and just woke up. You decide not to bother her. That's crunch for you. The smell of coffee tempts you, but you're already 17. You've already had 17 cups today? Good lord, your heart's gonna explode. Poor bleary-eyed game dev. Alright, what's on the counter here? The carton has exactly one egg left in it. At the bottom of the sink is a spoon. There appear to be bite marks all over it. These days, the fridge is always well stocked. Looks like another rare old game on its way to the boss's collection. A 1986 print ad that says, "Pilot your way to fun." You're pretty certain the company doesn't run ads like this anymore. The box has fallen off the dolly. Can't reach the other game. An ordinary dolly. You've grown used to hearing its creaky wheels passing through the halls. You offer to help, but the caretaker doesn't seem to hear you. A photo of a man holding up a trophy in a crowded bar. The caption says, "Twisted Antler, 1985. Back then, we were trying everything we could to market the games, just hoping to stay afloat. Where are we now? Accounting and HR. The employee files are stored here in alphabetical order. Akebi, Joy, junior programmer. Akebi, Joy, audio specialist. Oh my god, how many are they going to do? They were Hugh, hardware assistant. Yeah, one assumes that they go through all of them, but I don't know. Looking at the tall stacks of paper makes you dizzy. You consider digging through the trash for clues, but the papers inside are all stuck together with chewing gum. Gross. You open the binder, thinking you might find some confirmation of the rumors that you've heard. Before you can read anything, you are suddenly interrupted. Uh-oh. It's the boss.
What are you doing in here? It ain't payday yet, fella. If you want another raise, all you have to do is ask. The boss has authorized me to be very generous.
Now we'll note, the main character is a little frog creature, and this thing is some sort of either insectoid or crab-like creature? Keys! The caretaker dropped a set of keys. Well, now we have those. A full-color illustration of a knight. The signature in the corner says XH. It's just a plant. Okay. You unlock the door. Hey, we're back around to here again, and there's the famous orange couch. What was that about, a half-empty container? Oh, hang on. You notice a half-empty container of breath mints wedged between the couch cushions. Interesting. What was up here? The hardware department. Okay, hang on. Parts for the LX3 ready for assembly. You're glad it's someone else's job to assemble this stuff. You grab a huge fistful of candy from the bowl and stuff it into your pocket. Someone forgot their wallet. You decide to leave it in case they come back for it. Wait a second, I'm sorry, just catching up on the chat. This is not an accurate depiction of HR regarding raises. Well, you're on the right track there. Hang on a second. Leah, the thing about it is that something's up at this company, you might be noticing. Now, why would it be that HR would be so keen to give any employee who's asking about, who's making a stink, to just immediately give them a raise to solve it? Maybe money's not what they really care about. At least you don't have to clean the litter box anymore. Where is that cat anyway? You look around nervously. I like this extra long couch up here. The couch is still warm from someone sitting on it. All the boxes are addressed to Merzbach Preservation Industries, MPI. Remember that. A completed LX3 ready for delivery.
You wouldn't believe the things I overhear coming from that couch over there. People tell me share everything.
Like what? It's a hardware schematic. The symbols are meaningless to you. Parts for the LX3.
You're the third visitor I've had today. Seems everyone has things to get off their chest, huh?
I'm happy to listen if you want to talk. I haven't had as much work to do lately. I wonder why the hardware team hasn't had as much work to do lately. The cabinet is locked. Hey, it's reception. On the LX screen, a motorbike weaves through lanes of traffic. This game has great music. I wish the phone would stop ringing so I could hear the soundtrack better. I wonder who that even is. No one ever calls here. So they have a lot of money, but no one calls here. The voice on the line speaks with urgency. Hello? Is anybody there? My name is Lynn. I'm looking for information about a friend of mine. Okay, can't seem to go that way. Maybe this way? Oh, here we go. The darkness outside catches you off guard. Wasn't it daytime just moments ago? What happened to Lynn's friend? You press the down button and hear a faraway worm. Slightly nefarious music. Whoa, hello. Hang on. Actually, wait a second. Alright, a couple of important details to look up here. The license plate of this car says Mama B, and it's parked in the handicap spot. There's a woman sitting in the car. You're pretty sure she doesn't work here. Marked spaces. A sticker on the car says Proud Veteran. It's your own car. In the back seat is a pair of rollerblades you've only used once. You can't remember the last time you drove somewhere other than here or your apartment. You can see a tripod and some film equipment inside the car. This bike rack has no bikes in it. You can make out the faint outlines of a stain on the wall next to the bike rack. You use the caretaker's keys to unlock the dumpster. You rescue an old LX2 from the top of the garbage pile. You don't know if the machine is fixable, but it feels wrong to just give up on it. All you see is crumpled papers and rotten food. You unlock the door. Hey, now we can get back from there to here. How about that? I believe this was the hardware department, so let's see if we can ask the folks there if they can do anything with that LX2 we found. An LX2, huh? I haven't seen one of these in a while. I'll have you take a look at it for you. Alright, if Mish says it's important, I'll have a look. Doink. You don't want to mess with the machine while he's working on it. Instead of standing there, why don't you take this key and fetch me a test disc from the cabinet? You unlock the cabinet. Your hand disappears into a dark interior and returns with a strange disc. The label says, Hover Prototype. You're in luck. I think I got this old toaster running again. The machine has booted up successfully. You just need to try out the disc. You insert the disc and enter exec hover into the terminal. Whoops. Oh man, you can't even land. That's intense. No! No! I will get it. Ah. Oh no, it got me. Alright, note to self, those things can get you. No! No! Hey. That's dirty pool. No! Ugh. This game's very finicky. You can see why it was only a prototype. Oh, no. Oh, wow. That thing never gets me. Okay, okay. Oh, no. Haha! We did it! Alright. Out of the mouths of cave children. Okay. Well, this is a game that has cave children in it. I'm going to try and go through some of these ones as fast as I can to get to the last part of the game, which is much more interesting. Alright. For years, the humans and dinosaurs of Rock Island lived in harmony, but one day, a mysterious pink UFO passed overhead and dropped a strange object onto the island. 4 dinosaurs, the strongest of their tribes, found the object. When they touched it, it gave them the curse of intelligence. They decided to drive the humans away by attacking their caves. One by one, the humans were driven out until only the Village of Peace remained. Zola, the young chief of the village, took over command of the remaining humans. She vowed to take the island back. In the Village of Peace. Here's a cave child. Zola, I'm just a baby, but even I know that fire can burn through tough armor. In the terminal we find, it says, when the wolf faces the angel. Alright, there's a wolf and an angel character in Hyper Contender. And they are Rek and Sephi. Hang on. Whoops. Ow! I don't know how to play this game. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh no! My rings! Okay, this thing got 5 rings. Donkus 1. Alright, we're gonna try doing this again and hope that eventually we get the thing, or that I learn how to play the game. I'll do like 1 or 2 more at most. Let's do Sephi versus Braz. Okay. Ah, Sephi can jump normally. That's good. That might make things a lot easier. Oh no! My ring? There we go. You bastard. I will get your ring. No! My other ring! No, my other ring! No, other rings! I'm not good at this game. I don't know what I'm doing. I will try that again. Because I can learn. No, my ring! Oh, no. There we go. Oh, no, my rings. Blocked? What? What is this? How did he manage that? Gravity's weird here. Oh, no. No! There are so many moves that I don't know how to do. Just like all of them. There we go. Beat a boss. Or beat an enemy. Seffi wins. Now can I be up against the wolf, please? No. Okay. Try once more. Elevators? Wild. Who are you, Gilroy, that you have elevators and you can do a Psycho Crusher? Ow. Ow. Hey, there we go. Got one. Seffi wins. Hooray! Seffi versus Voltana. Man, they're just not giving me the wolf. I don't care for it if I'm being honest. Ow. No. Shut up. Give me your stupid ring. Oh my gosh, you just get... Oh, cheap. Really? You dodged? How dare you? Alright, there we go, got that one. Now wolf? Now wolf? No, now stupid Donkus again. Ow. There we go. Beat Donkus. Alright. I'm getting a little better. Versus Elka. Okay. No. They got a ring from me. Dislike. No, my ring! No, my ring! There we go. How many characters are there? Yogo. Ooh, Yoko has bionic commando things. That's fun. Oh my gosh, I want to play as Yoko. That's gonna be really fun. No, jerk. No, I officially really like the Yogo character. This is awesome. Boom. Yeah, they really don't want to give me the wolf, I agree. Come on, you can do it. Hey, there we go. All right. Now we go to the terminal, and inside it says, a toad and a cannon side by side. So back to the library we go. Now we play. Oh wait, I haven't done any of the things for these games. I'm foolish. So which ones do we have to look up? Rock on Island. Originally the cavemen were supposed to move around, but it was too hard to design and program. Okay. And then we played this one, Hyper Contender. The ring system was added late in development to prevent boring defensive play. Interesting. It feels very Power Stone, actually. Okay, and I think that's all the ones that we haven't looked at already. So let's do Devolution. Many retailers refuse to carry the game due to its demonic box art. Interesting. It just looks like a frog to me. Ah, there we go, Devolution. We started this town with high hopes, unaware of the evil below the surface. Now the Horde threatens our very survival. You once claimed knowledge of alchemy, and boasted of explosive chain reactions. Was it all just bluster, or are you the one to save us? Oh, this is very like another game they have called Bug Hunter. Ooh, press X to rotate. That's cool. So I can either wipe out these two. Alright. Who can I hit with this one? I can hit those two. Not many others. I think the only way I can hit two with this one is these two. So what if we do that? Hang on. Now that can hit two there, which is pretty good. Can't quite hit any others though. Ooh, that's neat. Oh, that'll wipe out one of my own dudes. We don't want that. Alright, so right now we've taken care of those two. We've taken care of those two. Hang on. Take care of that one. And that one. And that might be all of them, I think. Now let's see what happens if we detonate. Oh, I get it. They all have to chain off each other. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. That's a fun one to try. So you have to build it outward, I guess. Okay, interesting. In a way that doesn't blow up everybody else. A lot of ways to get 2. No ways to get 3, though. And it means the thing that I was trying to avoid, which is getting more than one of them in a shot, is not actually something I'm trying to avoid. Not sure where I can hit 2 with this, though, other than there. That'll get all those. If I do that there, that can get those. That'll blow up those other ones. Can't quite hit both of them with one. Put that one there, I guess. I don't know what that one does. That one looks like it heals, which is pretty wild. I don't know if this is going to get hit by it. Also, even if it did, it wouldn't matter. Alright, there we go, that's what I want. I don't have a way to hit that with anything. Oh, there we go. No, oh yeah, that'll be alright. If that works. And I don't know if it will. Alright, that might work. We're gonna find out though. I think this will set everything else off. We'll find out. No, it didn't. Ah, shoot. Haven't gotten any cannon pieces to put next to the toad yet, which is very... Oh, there's a cannon piece. Alright, so now I just need a toad piece and a cannon piece. Oh yeah, there we go. Toad and cannon. Okay, so now a toad piece and a cannon piece are next to each other. Here we go. Head in your hands during the mayor's race. New York City people can relate to that right now. Haha, topical. Alright, let's see here. Oh, just got the achievement for dusting off 25 discs on a single profile. Isn't that fun? Alright, where's Fist Hell? Our first game to depict blood. Jay's mom was kidnapped by zombies while she was campaigning for mayor. Speck Spangler, the current mayor, gave a press conference. He said he would do everything in his power to defeat the monsters. But Jay hadn't heard empty promises before. He decided to call his friends. We'll get Mom back ourselves. Oh my gosh, is there a buff lady? Can I be a buff lady in this? Yes! Let's go, Amy! Hey, hey! Give me your head. Hey! There we go. A head in my hands while we race to capture them to recover the mayor. Never said it was my head in my hands. All right, a crescent of sand surrounds a hole. I'm actually going to skip this one because it takes longer than the others. There's a golf one. If you get near, I think it's in Golf Aria, then it just brings you there. Yeah, I'm just going to skip straight to the next thing because we're running out of time and I want to get to some of the cooler stuff in it. So, the next code that actually does anything is... Soap, stop. There we go. You flush the toad and hear what sounds like a faraway rainstorm. Someone has taped a Rebus puzzle to the inside of the door, the latest in a series. Huh. You hear the sound of a small animal scurrying away. You knock on the door and no one responds. A hoarse voice croaks, "I'm in here!" Hey, the blue flower from Star Wasper. A picture of a blue flower. It was almost thrown out after the buyout, but you rescued it. Alright, let's see here. Hang on. The door is locked and you can hear running water on the other side. You unlock the door. Where are we? The offices? Okay. Fair enough. Paper for dumping finished forms into. This cup contains various pens and markers. That's going to be important later. The shelf is filled with various programming reference materials. Oh, another overworked programmer. If you've got a coding task for me, there's a new system. You've got to fill out one of these forms over there. I can't talk, okay? I've got so much to do for Hollow Vice and everything else. It's exactly 8 water bottles, each labeled with the time of day it should be drunk. Poor, poor person. Flamingo in a cowboy hat? When Frankie's went bankrupt, the boss bought this statue for us, but seeing it in this environment just feels wrong. Oh, another relic from a bygone era. Oh, I don't like that dude. He looks scary. There's a crumpled movie poster in the trash. I'm just not feeling that motivated today. You're a story guy. Want to look at that script and see if there's a game in it? It's a film script. The title is Getaway Guys. You flip to a random page. Biggs. You want to have it both ways, but you can't. Time to make a choice. You put the script down. It's a lot longer than something you'd want to read. It's a framed photo of an elderly woman. sheet of graph paper with some completed sprite art on it. Package of toothpicks. You don't want to drink someone else's coffee. I don't like the look of that one. He's eyeing me. You don't want to wander into the empty cubicle while the manager is watching you. Ooh, it's a stealth game now. The junk everywhere lets you know you're entering the joy zone. A page of what appear to be song lyrics. A bunch of cassette tapes. A stack of papers taller than you. Joy has insisted there's order to the madness, but you're not so sure. A list of sequencer commands for the LX3's sound chip. A pair of headphones. It's a cassette player. Hang on, what's in the trash? Seems very little actually made it into the trash can. A stack of discs. An empty container of breath mints. I can't find my wallet anywhere. Have you seen it? I actually have. It's in the hardware department. I don't think I can go in through that way right now. Alright. So let's try going through one of these other spaces. The creative director's office. Okay. It's a jeweled egg, a gift to Thorson from the boss. It's a record for a band called Loungewear. An inscription on the egg says, Semper Renashi. Audio gear. Paper is covered with little 6x4 grids. Alright. He doesn't acknowledge you, simply muttering the words, games within games within games, under his breath. Design documents for Jet Skater. I love a game called Jet Skater. It's a photo of a little girl in a cowboy hat and a woman that must be her mom. If you squint, you can almost see the neighborhood where the old office was. A concept sketch for Hollow Vice. It shows Alpha rappelling down the side of a building, guns blazing. I'm trying to work, but if you're gonna just blunder in here, I have a task for you. Fetch the new Jet Skater music from the audio room and bring it to Jordan, will you? Alright, I guess. You got anything else to say to me? No, okay. Maybe I can get that from here now. Let's find out. Okay, this is not the audio room, despite the fact that it has the audio equipment in it. Mr. Milk, I'm supposed to let you know the Campanella 3 will have to be updated in your 50-game project. Yeah, I know Campanella 3 was already released, but apparently Mr. Petter is still making some additions. Anyway, that's all I know. Back to work on those skating physics. I'm starting to wonder if maybe the jetpack isn't needed in this game, but I'm sure Mr. Chun has good reasons. Jetpacking and roller skating is a good combo, I don't care what anyone says. It's a photo of Delia Faiz and several more of the boss's adoring followers. It's a copy of that weird philosophy book the boss is always handing out. More on that later. Looks like an insect has been eating the leaves on your plant. Oh, we found Gregory Milk's office. It's a poster for a horror movie. A framed piece of Night Manor concept art. A stack of games you'll need to add to the 50-game collection. A cat leaps out from under your desk. Ah! Haha, made you jump. For a horror fan, you're awful easy to scare. It's your notepad. You don't have anything to write down right now. Design documents for your secret game project, Miasma Tower. You quickly shove them in a drawer. Hey, that's where we are now. Yes, indeed. A key. And it talks, too. This table was brought in for last Friday's party and hasn't been broken down yet. You unlock the door. A cat leaps out from behind the plant. Haha, got you again. How about you fetch me some snacks from the kitchen? It's a statue of a grasshopper. One of the legs has been glued back on. Now why would that be? You recall the day the statue fell and the frantic footsteps in the stairwell that followed. Inside the flower pot, several ants are going nuts over a half-eaten lollipop. You see what looks like a parrot soaring off into the distance. Hey, that's your friends! They made it! The sun is beginning to set and cast long shadows. A group photo taken during a miniature golf outing in 1985. You smile to yourself, remembering how terrible at golf Smolsky was. You press the down button and hear a faraway whirring. This is the hallway we were in before. So down here we need to go to the hardware department to get the wallet. And we also need to find the audio room at some point. And I guess it's implied that since Joy was here, she's one of the people who's blabbing that the people from the hardware department heard from. You really found that disc in our cabinet? It appears to be Peter's very first Campanella prototype. Most people don't know this, but adding the pink UFO to Campanella was my idea. I remember the UFO from Planet Zoldath. That game needed lots of help from the hardware department. Most people don't know this. Let's move back around again. Meanwhile, at reception... The voice on the line speaks with urgency. Hello, is anybody there? It's Liam looking for information about a friend. Okay, yeah. I've already heard that one before. here again. We will notice that after we flush the toilet, now there's some water on the ground. The papers have become almost transparent from water damage. Back in the parking garage. Woman still sitting in the car. I don't seem to be able to get to the... Ah, here we go. There's the stairwell. That's where I was trying to go. There's... Oh, hang on. There is something there. I can see it. There's a button on the ground. A button on the ground. Wonder what it came off of. Stairwell, so button on the ground in the stairwell. Stairwell leads right up to the grasshopper statue. Grasshopper statue is directly above the parking garage. A leg fell off the grasshopper statue. People heard a big noise. We found a stain in the parking garage, or at least the remains of one, and we found the means to clean up a stain in the basement. Things are starting to come together. Oh, I don't like the vibe in here. It's a giant drawing of a grasshopper. Someone spilled their drink on the tablecloth during last week's party. It's just a beanbag chair. The board is covered with ideas that came out of our most recent game storming session. You recognize some confused notes about an expanded reincarnation mechanic for Rakshasa 2. Basket is full of blindfolds. Instead of game ideas, this one is covered with a detailed breakdown of Shane's life goals. You shiver to think one of these sessions ever turning its focus on you. Yeah, I wouldn't want that either, friend. A ball. Various toys for humans and cats. Another copy of that weird philosophy book the boss is always handing out. Hey, cat tree! As far as you can tell, Lancelot's never actually used this cat tower. What a shame. Shelf has a bunch of books on it. Sometimes prototypes are tested out on this table, but it's been a long time since that last happened. Getting the sense that this company doesn't really care about innovating or even indeed making new stuff. They just really care about preserving the old stuff. There's a bit of tape on the floor left over from the maze days. You're glad that time is over. Did I go in here already? Hey, that's the Waldorf. You dig around and come across some early design documents for Rail Heist. Design docs for Holovice. Where's that stinking audio room? The door to the audio room is locked. Interesting. I wonder how I get into it. Maybe I go down here. Maybe not. How many litter boxes does one cat need? Quite a few. You see a figure in the window of a neighboring building. You wave, but they don't wave back. The office building across the street is shutting down for the night. The bed looks inviting, but the idea of being unconscious at work makes you nervous. Yeah, I'd say it does. This bed looks like it was recently slept in. Somebody's still sleeping. This bed is occupied. Just free weights. Used to know someone who made fun of stationary bikes. Pink headband, water bottle with initials DP written on it in Sharpie. This chart shows how to advance levels by performing various exercises. Does everything have to be a game around here? It's a bench press. You don't know the first thing about using it. The door is locked. You can hear running water on the other side. Shelf contains weights, towels, a jump rope, and some exercise gear. I went back to the thing with the toilet, which we're not ready to go to yet. You recognize Esther's precise handwriting all over these copies. Copier appears to be jammed again. Ain't it the truth? So how do you get to the... hang on. Yeah, that's where you have to put the forms. Oh, I have to give the thing back. That's what I have to do. Where's Joy? Here we go, there's the Joy Zone. I think that might be the next step in what I need to do. Thank you for returning my wallet. I have to go to the audio room now. I'm already behind. Now she's gonna unlock the audio room door. Aha! This is how we do this. Hey, it's the audio room. All right. This disc is labeled Jet Skater Main Theme. You take it. That disc over there needs to go to my brother, if you don't mind taking it to him. Kitty! Oh, I'm supposed to come back with snacks, I think, but we'll see. You reach out and pet Lancelot cautiously. He purrs in approval. You can pet the cat! Let it be known you can pet the cat in UFO 50. Huzzah, indeed. Is this Jordan? Thank you for the music. I'll add it to the game right away. Uh-oh! It's the boss. Why are you wandering around? I need to report on the game how the game collection is going. The boss wanted this project done before last week's 50th release celebration. You're already late. Go to your cubicle and write up a list of what still needs to be done. Yeah. Calm thyself. You pull a pen out of the cup. There we go. You scribble down a list for Spinzer. You make up some items that you know he won't understand or follow up on. Very real. Very real. Do I have a thing to put it in? Not on my desk. Alright. We saw it on the other person's desk. Oh, wait, maybe I can just go into his office. Let's see. Ian, you're a scary dude. Yup. Hang on. Oh, it won't let me in any further. I have to talk to him. Gross. Finally, I'm gonna take this to the boss now. Let's investigate Ian's office, that scary, scary man. It's a ladder. You can't fathom why it would be in here. Why does he have a ladder in his office? You open a drawer and see what look like crawling insects. Then you realize they're only fishing lures. It's just a trash can. Okay, okay. Just a plant. It's a framed military medal. Now, we saw downstairs that one of the cars in the parking lot indicated that it was a veteran's car, and it had the initials IS for Ian Smelzer, or whatever his name is. It's some kind of antique sword. This man has a sword on his wall. A rack of identical dress shirts. You know the manager changes shirts several times a day. Weird. You notice one of the shirts is missing a button. Now, we found a button in the stairwell near the parking lot, which is where the stain behind the bike rack was, which had been cleaned up with soap and peroxide and water. And so now we know something happened downstairs in the basement, and he was involved. Some random notes. The handwriting is crude and childish looking. And he has a ladder. Why would he need a ladder? Oh, we can finally go in here now. This trash can is empty, but you think you glimpse something on the ground behind it. You move the trash can aside and find a prototype disc labeled God's Blood lying in a dark corner. There's nothing here. There's a bunch of push pins in the wall that once held up family photos. Without thinking, you move the pins around to spell the words, "I'm sorry." That's dark. Whose cube was this, and why do you feel sorry about there not being there anymore? You press the power button and the LX3 boots up. You insert the disc and enter exec God B into the terminal. Alright. I'm going to end it when I finish this game, because that's a good cutoff, and then we're about 2/3 of the way through before all the rest of this stuff. And hopefully by then, for the next time I do this, I'll be able to get the last bit of info I need to get to the final screens. But anyway, God's Blood concept, 128480. Oh. So I can move my person. Oh, combat mode. Wow, I don't know how this works. Ugh. No. in combat. Pretty weird. When 90 remain, a sharpshooter takes the reins. Okay, and we will pick it up there the next time I do a special about this, but we've learned a lot. Hang on. Somewhere there's a... hang on. Alright, I'm just going to turn the music off for a minute to go over... So yes, the plot is thickened. So let's go over what we know for all of this. So we know LX Systems was founded by a bunch of people. They got very successful. And then they got bought out by a bunch of scary people who Gregory Milk represents in the game within the game as being scary grasshopper type people. One of those scary grasshopper type people is Ian Spinzer, a former veteran who keeps, among other things, a melee weapon and a ladder in his office, and was, for some reason, running around in the stairwell and lost a button while doing so. And on that day, the statue above the parking lot suffered something that caused one of its legs to fall off. Down there, we know that there was a woman crying in a car. There was a suspicious stain that had been cleaned off on the wall, and it was right over where the bike rack was. We know Gregory Milk has a friend who used to talk a lot about bikes. We're going to get into who that was later, but suffice it to say, something fishy happened here, and someone seems to be covering it up. And Gregory Milk feels the need to put all this information in a game because clearly he feels guilty about it, as evidenced by the rearranging of the photos saying, "I'm sorry." So, stuff's going on, and it's not good. But exactly how bad it is going to get, we'll find out next time that we do this. So, thank you so much, Leah, for listening and watching. Thank you to anybody who tunes in and watches the VOD. I definitely recommend anybody who's interested in retro video games check out UFO 50. It's incredible. It's 50 cents a game to buy it at full price, and it sometimes goes on sale. There is unbelievable numbers of hours that you can get out of this game if you're into it, and it's got something for every type of retro game fan. Anyway, all right, so that's it for right now. Hopefully we will be back next week with more Scarlet Hollow with Hana Pengu. But until whatever next time is, I will now say good night out there, whatever you are.